Guys, it's Kelly. I'm back with another process video. This layout is for Cocoa Daisy and Page Maps. They joined together for the August 1st reveal for Becky's site, Page Maps, and I am using the sketch that she provided. The sketch calls for 2 smaller photos, and I am going to be using one 4x6 photo. So the orientation of my photo made it better for me with the sketch if I flip the sketch on its side. So that is what I am going to be doing. That's the beauty of a sketch. It gives you a jumping off point, some ideas on some things to do, and then you just take it from there. So in the kit, this is the July kit that I'm working with from Cocoa Daisy. In the kit they had this chamel paper, and it had multiple pattern strips of paper. So I cut several of those down in some bright colors, and I thought that it would be perfect of this photo of my daughter. This is her first year playing softball. She made it onto her all-star team, and they went to states, and like any good entrepreneurial company, the Kona ice truck came to this park every single day. So when you have a bunch of 8 and 9-year-old girls who are hot and have played softball all day, what do you think they're gonna want? Of course they are. So we probably bought a snow cone every day that we were out there that truck was out. So fortunately I did get one of these pictures of her, and I just think she's so cute, you know, little, I think she's 9 here, with that black, you know, stuff under her eyes, and it's all smudged. Just to me, it's adorable, and she's got this big old snow cone, and you know, it was just, you know, one of the highlights of her day. She still remembers it, so it just makes for a sweet memory. So the sketch calls for a circular element, and on that element, the circle, is title and journaling. Well, I'm going to switch things up a bit. I looked through the pattern papers, and I didn't really have anything that I thought would work well as a circle, so I just pulled out my doily. You know how much I love my doilies, so for me this was just an easy solution for that. So I'm going through in that little container that I have set aside. I have some of the chipboard die cuts. We had some pretty little studio tabs that you see up in that upper right hand corner, and I'm just trying to flip through and find things that I like. And I decide that the back of this paper, this is another chamel paper, it coordinates beautifully, and I want to go ahead and layer that behind the photo as well. The sketch has a banner, and it does have several different photo layers. I didn't really have anything that I could work for a banner that I liked. I could have punched out some of the different colors, but I felt like with all of the different colors represented in the strips that I had enough going on. And for me, less sometimes is more. So these Evilicious letter stickers came in the kit, and on the chipboard sheet it's got happiness is, and I thought that it would be perfect to put the title Sno-Cones. So you are going to see me try to smush all the letters together where they're still legible, but so that I can get snow cones on the chipboard piece. Well, it is not going to work. So I decided that I still wanted that title. I liked the title of that, and I, you know, can't really get it to work on the page. So I went through a couple of my previous kits, and I am going to pull out these yellow letter stickers. I believe they're by Evilicious as well. If they're not, they're Pretty Little Studio. I'm hoping I can see the packaging. They're Pretty Little Studio. So these yellow stickers, they work well with the colors of the chamel paper, so I'm going to just use those. That way I can keep the cute little title, Happiness is Sno-Cones, and just go on from there. So I really like these letter stickers. They are on vellum, and it just makes it so nice and easy. They're not they're sticky enough to where you put them down and they're not going to move, but they're not so sticky as to when, you know, if you need to adjust the placement of the letter, that it's easy to do. So I really like that about these letter stickers. So I'm using my EK Success powder tool and just taking off the sticky on that chipboard. I'm pretty sure that I know where it's going to go, but since I'm not 100% sure, I like to have the opportunity, or just at least the option, of moving the pieces around my page. So I'm still playing with some of the layers. I wanted to use that dark blue strip that I've made into a banner. That was going to be, I guess, my ode to the banner that was in the sketch, but I just felt like it was a little bit too dark. So at this point, what I'm trying to do is just get an idea of where I want my clusters, and I'm thinking that I want it in that top right hand corner of the page, and the title on that left hand side, and then a label underneath the photo on the right hand side for my visual triangle. And at this point I'm thinking, okay, yes, this is exactly, you know, this is exactly what I wanted, not necessarily what I had in mind, but it's what's looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and get these down. So this is the second layout that I've made with the kit. So I like some of these phrases that are on the back of that Chamel paper, so I went ahead and I gutted it just in case that I wanted to use something. When I'm working with a kit, especially at the beginning of the kit, I like to save every little bit and piece, because I frequently will come back and use these little scraps in my, you know, second, third, fourth layouts. And after I get about 3, 4, or 5 layouts from a kit, I then am a lot more comfortable throwing away all the little scraps, and I will just toss them, recycle them, or, you know, just whatever. I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that I've used what I really like and what I love from the kit. So I'm going to go ahead, I got some of the layers stuck down, and now I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to layer my clusters with. The Pretty Little Studio labels I like, but I just didn't like where I was putting them. So because I'm not sure what I'm going to do, I'm going to move on to another cluster. So this little ice cream cone is a Cocoa Daisy exclusive from their chipboard set, and I just put a little bit of craft foam underneath it to give it some dimension on top of that label. And I am going to use the Pretty Little Studio, it's like a vellum washi, and I just cut it in half so that I could put some of that navy blue on the top and on the bottom, so at least it has 2 different places on the page. One of the paper strips on the Chamel pattern with that scallop has a little bit of navy blue, so now I feel like it's in at least 3 different spots on the page. So I'm just going around with some of the other chipboard pieces to see if there's anything else that I can add on that, and I pull out these Pretty Little Studio word stickers. They are in navy blue, and I just feel like those add a little punch to the page as well. The top one says it's the little things, and on the ice cream label I am going to be putting enjoy and good times. And then the third little, I guess, bit of navy with my embellishments is that circle above the happiness is snow cones, and it says this. So I thought that was the perfect little spot for that. It just worked well together. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my title down. Like I said before, these letter stickers are so nice and they're easy to work with. And I like the fact that it even had, no, it did not come with a dash. I actually used an I and I cut it to make a little dash between the snow and the cones. So the last couple of things that I'm going to do after I adhere the letter stickers are, I'm going to be taking some of the sequins by Spiegel Mom Scraps. They are from another kit, a previous kit. I have been using these sequins for many kits now, and I just adore them. So I'm going to sprinkle those across the page, and to give the page a little more whimsy, I'm going to outline the layers, the blue layer and just the red layer in just a thin black line. And I just feel like that just helps to bring the paper layers together. They're not, those two layers are not from the same collection, but one of the Chamel paper strips has a little bit of faux stitching, so I just felt like it would bring that together. And then I'm not sure if you see this on camera. I always look at my layouts, you know, several hours later or maybe even the day later, and sometimes I will think of things or add things that I feel like truly set the page off. And I added yellow photo corners in the upper left hand and the lower right hand corners of the layouts. So I've got some close-ups coming up, and you will be able to see what I did in the end. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and be sure and check out Cocoa Daisy if you're interested in subscribing to a kit, and page maps, because there's a lot of other sketches that Becky has done in conjunction with Cocoa Daisy for this hop. So thanks so much. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.